We've talked about those 6 specific things that we're focusing on, right? Whether it's health and healing, faith, all of those different things. I'm a dad who's struggling. I want to improve on my relationship with my wife. I feel like that's a challenge. What's one thing that I can do in the next 3 months of this year to make an improvement in that? Take one step and then hopefully take a next step after that.
That's a great question. The first, I think, most important thing to do is go back to that very first choice, which is choose reality. And most men head off into the next marathon, the next promotion, the next abs, the next Super Bowl. Like, I'm going to make this erotic night with me and my spouse. They head off into the action. The way I characterize that is like sprinting into a marathon and not knowing where the starting line was or where the finish line is. And eventually you're going to run out of gas. And so I want dads, husbands, choose reality. And what I mean by that, take out a piece of paper and a pen and write down how much money do you owe anybody else. Write down the state of your health, like being honest. Do you have 10 pounds to lose? Are you 30 pounds overweight? Are you struggling with ED? Are you struggling with anger? Are you struggling with rage? Like, be honest. Be real specific. What's the state of your marriage? Do you and your wife sit on the couch 2 inches from each other but 2,000 miles away, each of you on your own device while you're watching another show? Can a group of college kids chasing a ball around ruin your weekend if they don't score? Right? Like, really be honest about what's the state of your marriage. And that's going to be your starting line. And for most men, most of the time, the next right step is picking the scariest one of those options and heading directly into it. Not punching and swinging, but saying, I need help here. And what does help look like? Calling a counselor. Help looks like taking your wife out for breakfast. You get the babysitter and you take your wife out for breakfast and say, I love you and I miss you. I'm struggling. I'm not attracted to you anymore. I'm wrestling with demons. I'm feeling this way about our kids, and I think it's because that's the way my dad treated me. Like, begin to say, I don't know the next right move, but I'm going to go right through that hurt. I'm going to stop going around it with abs and workout programs and all the charades and masks. So I think the very first thing is to everybody stop and write down, choose reality.
And I'll make sure to link all of your stuff down below, so people should go follow you if they aren't already, which I'm sure they are. So thank you. All right, this last question, I call it my diamond advice question, Dr. John Delony. It's hypothetical. You got your 2 kiddos. You're growing, they're growing, you're raising them up, you're giving them all the values that you've espoused to us and many more. But they've forgotten everything, sir. They're moved out of the house. They've forgotten all your advice except for one piece of diamond advice. What is it that you want them to take with them as they move forward in their life?
Man, I just thought of 4 or 5 things. The diamond advice is me parroting Jesus, which is, there is not a thing you can do. There's not a place you can go. There is not a crime you can commit, but I won't always love you. And my front door will always be open to you. And beyond that, I got my car keys. I'm going to come get you. And so it's like, I'll never stop fighting for you. And I had one mother call me one time. Her son had committed a pretty heinous crime, and she had the resources to get an attorney. And the attorney said, I think I can beat this. But she knew her son had done this. And she asked me, what's the right thing? Do I get him off, bring him home? And I said, as the father of a daughter, I don't want that man on the street. That's your boy. I think the best way you can love him right now is to sit by him in court and hold his hand the whole time. And to visit him every week, because he's going to go away for a long time. And she wept and she said, I think that's right. And so sometimes, like, I'll always be there with you means I'm going to be with you through the consequences too. I'm not going to bulldoze a trail so that you don't have any struggle in your life. But it's when things get hard, I'll be there. And when you think you got nowhere else to turn, call me. I'll show up. And I'm going to model for you what loving the least of these looks like, not through rhetoric, but you're going to sit by me. My son was in the car with me the other day when it was the day after Charlie Kirk had all that madness, and somebody called me, and it was a very hard conversation I'd had, and I won't give details, but it was in the media world behind closed doors. My son was in the car with me. I picked him up from cross country practice, and I was wrestling with a really heavy decision. And he saw me start weeping in the car while I was driving. And I didn't protect him from that. And I didn't try to hide it and bulk up. My son got to see me. My dad's going through a hard thing, and he has real feelings, and he's grieving, and he's upset, and he got to see me go do the next right thing. And that was I'm trying to model for him, hey, you're going to feel big stuff, you're going to experience big stuff, and this is the path forward. And wherever you find yourself, you always come home.
Dr. John Delony, it's been an absolute honor, sir. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thanks for putting out good stuff into the world, man. I appreciate you.
Absolutely.